I got him on the intro, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry. You can save your voice, man. I got
He
you.
said, "Save your voice, yo."
Yeah. What up? What up? What up, world? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here at the Durag report. You already know my name, Mr. Beige, Bummer, the Petty Messiah, your boy Deuce Daddy, Corey Jared in the building.
That nigga Roy put the pillow over his
nigga. To get comfy.
That nigga Roy get real. He low key acting with his shit.
He is on the cool. The twins daddy.
Yeah.
Thick Jerm. Spooky Black.
Oh, okay.
Toothpick Poppy.
Toothpick Poppy.
What you thought I forgot?
I thought I heard you say thick Jerm.
Whoa!
I was going to be so upset.
Hey,
Jerm, if you ever call yourself that broke man, you have an issue.
6-time champ football season is
Big
back.
Jerm is something
crazy. Oh my God.
To start the show off. That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thick Jerm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, that's what I thought. That's what I heard.
It's on me. You know
It's
what I'm
on
saying?
you,
You gotta do
Playboy.
that.
Put it up.
Talk that shit now. It's Hottboy Roy,
How
2
many?
T's.
How
Two of them
many?
hoes. How many? Two of them
Two
bitches.
jobs.
Telephone.
2 jobs.
2 tabernacles. 2 jobs. 2 tacos.
2
Yeah. 2 titties. Hey.
2 roses.
Too thick. Yeah, that's that one right there. Oh, man. Sweet James Jones Jr. You hear me? Look at your boy. Her. Hoochie Man LaFleur. Dad of the year. Original man. Original man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh.
y'all know, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's the man of the hour. Man with the power. Too sweet to be sour.
Be sour.
Man, look.
Inconspicuous coup.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look. This is not my show.
This is my brother's show.
This is not my show. This is my brother's show. They graciously accepted me to and allowed me to come on to this show. They graciously blessed me to come on the show and just bless me
build the fan base even more.
Be in the presence of
the women fan base.
The women fan base.
The women.
I ain't got the hoes, dog. Come on, man.
I ain't got them either.
I ain't got the hoes, dog.
What's the box of pennies that they've collected at the front desk for you? I don't know. That's not for me though. That wasn't for me. That was for you.
Look, bro, he got them, don't he?
It wasn't for me.
We know he bullshitting, dog. We know he bullshitting.
Look, bro,
Hey man, you know I don't bullshit.
that boy Marcus in the building, man.
Hang on, Mr. Cooper.
Marcus, scoot in so you can get on the camera.
Hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You can just get your face in. Yeah, right there.
You know what I'm talking about? That
shine in.
That twin in there, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out that boo, you know what I'm talking about? Talk that shit, son.
Blinding this
Talk
nigga
that
eyes.
shit, son.
Give him a mic.
Yeah, talk that
It's his show.
Hold on, nah.
Look at this nigga, man.
That shit,
Yeah.
son.
Yeah, you heard me.
Lean in.
Get the camera.
What a camera at?
Right here.
Oh yeah, Marcus and this bitch Jerm coming out that boot Jerm.
Yeah.
A whole lot of 225 shit, yeah.
Oh, I thought he said a lot of hoes. I thought he said 225 hoes.
That's what we talking about.
That's what he said. I thought he said he had 225 hoes.
You feel me? That twin in them. But yeah, you know, hang on,
Cooper boys.
Hang on, Mr. Cooper 333. You know what it is, man.
Inconspicuous coup.
No,
Cooper boys, they got them all.
2 coops. I don't have
Two coops.
I don't have none of them.
That's
I
it.
don't have none of them, bro.
We back, fellas. What's going down? It's been hot as hell this week.
Hot dinner, bitch.
Nigga.
No I'm hot dinner, bitch.
Me and Roy work. He works in a warehouse. I'm a delivery driver. I don't want to hear y'all nigga. Oh, bro, it's hot, bro. Nigga, we be outside in the heat all day.
Bro, I understand though, cause you know where I be at all day.
All day in the heat. We don't want to hear none of
You
y'all
know
niggas
where I
complain.
be at.
Bro, it's too hot.
Nigga.
You getting from the car and going into a nice little
Oh
room
my
off the building.
gosh.
I don't want to hear none of that, man. But you know, we'll let y'all niggas make it, man. It's another hot summer in the city, man.
It's the hottest summer.
Hey, you know what? I might need to add a third T for how hot it is.
No cap though. No cap. You ain't even lying though.
That's how hot it's been.
That's that hot it
I might
been.
need 3 T's out here.
And we ain't got no rain.
None.
Drought. Don't need some.
We
No, I'm saying they ain't trying to give us none though.
Lord.
Nigga say they ain't trying to give us.
Lord.
It never rains in Southwest Houston, Texas. Never. And
Give
they
us some.
tell me. Yeah.
What's going down, man? What's going down,
Man, it has
Paul?
been a lot.
lot, man.
It's been a lot since we last.
So when we gonna start with the Alabama massacre or what?
Yeah, we got to jump right into it. We got to jump right into that.
Fade in the water. What else they called it?
Aquaman that swam across the water.
Yeah.
Nigga saved the. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
speaking of that nigga has a publicist now.
Good.
He should.
Good.
He about to get the
Good.
bread.
Jermichael Phelps.
Jermichael
Jermichael Phelps.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I like that name. I like that name.
So it happened last Saturday or Sunday?
August 5th. So
August the 5th.
For y'all that don't know, August 5th is the new Juneteenth.
No, it's the new July 4th.
Yeah, July 4th, August 5th. I mean, the August 5th, the January 6th insurrection, all that shit.
That's the new
We taking over.
We taking it over.
We taking over all.
So comes to find out that it was a co-captain of the Harriet, a riverboat, and this was Montgomery, Alabama, correct, fellas?
Yeah.
And there was a private boat of crackers on the water.
Damn, on the water. He went straight.
They were acting.
They were that.
And he got off of the boat, and he asked them to move so they can have the riverboat be parked at the bank.
Bless.
They did not want to comply with the brother. He was a captain. They pushed the brother. He got fed up.
Through the hat.
He threw
up the black signal.
He threw up.
That nigga was trying to. And that nigga was literally trying to distract them.
That nigga threw up the black signal.
He threw up the signal. All right, let's get it. This is not Bobby Schmurda time. It's not Schmurda
time. The black
time.
signal. It was like let's get
It's a go. It's a go.
Yeah. Bobby Schmurda started playing it, so he threw it up.
He stepped back, and he did. He stepped back, put the fist up.
Yeah.
And all hell broke off.
Let's go. It went down.
The black Avengers surrounded.
Yeah. Out of nowhere. At first, niggas acting like they didn't want to go. The niggas at the top of the bank. And then they saw that they came down. Buddy swam across the riverbank from off the boat.
It was time. Everything about that video was crazy.
It was like every time I watched it, I saw something new.
Something new.
The first time I initially watched it, I'm sitting there like, is that nigga swimming?
Bro,
yeah.
That's what I said.
That nigga swimming in ass too.
Wait a minute, this nigga's fully clothed. Yeah. And then he got out the water and then took the shoes off after he got out the water.
And then DDT somebody.
And then hit the rock bottom on somebody, bro. I sat there and I had to think about that shit. I was like, fam.
At 16.
Of course, at 16, he got a lot of testosterone. He got a lot of testosterone, energy.
You saw how fast he swam across that fucking water.
He ready to go on your whole ass at any moment.
And this nigga got out. He swam. Nigga was punching the water on the way to the goddamn.
I ain't never seen a nigga swim that fast since Michael Phelps.
Hey. That was time, bro.
That nigga might need to. We might need to.
You need to put him in the Olympics.
Yeah, for sure. We need to get him in school.
He really got out there.
Yeah, we need to get him in school.
My thing was I think my second favorite takeaway from the video was the folks on the boat singing "Move, Bitch" in unison.
Yes, as they was whooping ass.
As they was getting to shore, they was singing "Move, Bitch." And I was like, that was the prerequisite to what was about to happen.
Somebody get the ass whooped.
So like, if you hear a boat saying "Move, bitch," singing "Move, bitch" in unison,
and everybody on the boat,
like that might be a time. Hey,
we might need to move. We might need to move.
Time out. These niggas didn't have no.
Because it was a mixture.
They was ready.
And it was a mixture of people on this boat. So it wasn't just white. It wasn't just niggas on this boat. It was white people on this boat singing along together, talking about "Move, bitch, get out the way." You should have known the asshole was coming.
It was about to happen.
If you ever heard the great philosopher Ludacris,
Christopher Bridges. Yes.
And the song "Move, Bitch, Get Out the Way." If you don't move, we finna move you. We finna move you. Move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way.
Something does that in your spirit, like it puts you in your spirit, like
a battery in your back.
You ain't finna move? Okay, we finna move.
You gonna move? You
gonna move then? I bet if I gotta move you myself, say less.
Hey, my favorite part of this whole video was the Q Dogs. Them niggas have been ready for the last 40 years to whoop somebody's ass like this.
Nah, they trying to redeem themselves from what happened.
Nah, it was a nigga the fact that them niggas was skipping to that ass up just go whoop ass. Like,
them young boys ready. Hey, when you see, white folks, when you see young niggas like that start skipping, it can only mean one or two things.
You're in trouble.
You're gonna get shot or you gonna get your ass beat.
Yeah.
Some damage gonna come your way.
It's some
danger.
Danger's coming your way.
Danger's about to occur.
Skipping Negro, like a group of skipping
And they had
Negroes.
their hands in their pocket.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like,
They had their hands in their
white
pocket.
people don't know the Negroes to fear.
Yeah.
Like they be challenged. They so used to challenging everything.
They thought Carl Winslow wasn't gonna get down on
They didn't think Carl Winslow was gonna get down on. They seen them niggas skipping up there. They thought them niggas wasn't finna get down.
They got back on the boat. Hey, we don't want no problem. Niggas said, fuck all that.
Hey, special shout out to the lady with the blonde hair.
For sure. She was working.
She was
working all them shorties.
She slung the chick in the water. She kicked Shorty in the face.
She got in the
baptized with that chair.
Let's talk about that nigga.
Baptized with the chair.
You know it's something when my pops. Hey, did you see? And he don't be on the social
He doesn't be on anything.
And that nigga's, hey, did you see the massacre in Alabama? I said, oh yeah, for sure. And we had niggas started sending me gifts about the massacre.
Yeah, the massacre.
When you know your pops are doing that, it's some
It was good.
The nigga,
it felt good. It felt good for black people.
I was in bed laughing.
It felt good for black people for that time there, because in fact I smiled.
I smiled.
Such a joyous smile.
A joyous.
Every time I watched the damn video,
I woke up to that video and I was like, this is beautiful.
Yeah, every angle I was like, yeah, this is nice. This is nice. It's not enough, but this is nice. It's a start.
We need more, but
it's a start. It's a start.
We need so much more.
The nigga with the chair, cracked Buddy before he had one foot on the boat. He cracked that nigga, bro.
He's cracking niggas like Stone Cold in '98.
And then the police officer was right there and let him crack old girl.
Let him crack.
And crack old girl sitting down. He cracked the fuck out of her.
Hey, them cops was trash as hell, bro.
Trash. They was like, damn, we don't even want to get in this.
We needed them though. Yeah, we didn't need no
authorities.
The authorities that we about to start seeing, because it's about to be election year, which for sure leads us into the next couple
salute OG that was gouging out nigga eyes too as well, by the way. Salute you. And none of the black folks got arrested.
That part, he did.
He did. The chairman. Other than him, none of the other black folks.
Let me get off Monopoly Go.
So why am I on the bro? You just gave me 1,700 rolls, bro. These niggas.
Monopoly.
You gave me 1,700
We in the middle of a motherfucking show. These niggas want to play Monopoly.
I got off, bro.
Y'all finna get off as soon as I do this shutdown.
I was still in. I was saying.
But these Monopoly.
Speaking of the police that was there.
Yeah.
They didn't use the discernment, because I guess they had seen white people get crazy before, and they didn't, they were kind of like letting the fight go on. They was like picking and choosing.
Yeah, who to stop?
Who they want to stop. But this week we also took a foot back, because just like I said on Sunday, I said they gonna get their get back, and we've already seen it twice this week.
Yeah.
So if you guys have been following the news, this week there were two pretty disturbing stories that came out about police policing in America. One is out of, how do you pronounce that town?
Kenosha.
That's Milwaukee, or is that Wisconsin?
I think it's Wisconsin.
Kenosha, Wisconsin is from that's the little white boy that went and shot.
Oh yeah, shot the people during the riot.
He is from Kenosha.
So they have a history.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they got
Wisconsin. Kenosha, Wisconsin.
So in Kenosha, Wisconsin, it actually happened. I think over about a month ago. It's not something that just happened. So Kenosha, Wisconsin police force is under investigation.
Yeah, July the 20th.
Right now, because of July 20th incident that involved a hit and run, where police were called to an Applebee's, where they found the black man sitting at a table holding his baby. They're saying that the Applebee's manager said that the black man was acting suspicious before the Applebee's manager even knew why the police were even there. She pointed out the black man sitting at the table holding a baby. I guess that's suspicious behavior now. Holding babies.
Holding a baby is suspicious behavior.
But she said she pointed this man out for acting suspicious. The police were inadvertently investigating a hit and run that happened right outside of that Applebee's. And they approached the man with the baby, and proceeded to try to detain him. And as we know with police relations, when it comes to black folks, they don't really give us much of a choice. But hey, we're going to detain you because you're black, and we just assume that you're some type of a threat because we're investigating the threat in the area. And their favorite word is "you fit the description."
You fit the
description.
So, with that being said, the actual suspects were in the Applebee's. They were also arrested doing that takedown. But what was disturbing is the video that came out. You see this man holding his child, which is a very, very young child, an infant, holding the infant in his hand on the ground, while one police officer had his hand around his neck. Damn. One police officer was grabbing the child, which me personally, I just don't feel like that's just correct policing, because why are you grabbing at a child? Like, it's not a weapon. The person, you don't know what the threat is, so you have to have some type of discernment as to, how you're going to approach this as a police officer. Is what, that's my thing. Like, how would you approach this? You walk up to a table in a restaurant where a man is sitting down holding a baby. You do not know that this is the man that this is the suspect in the case that you're pursuing.
Yeah.
And as with anything,
you're just assuming.
You're just assuming. And as with anything, you should be able to ask this man questions. And he has the right, and he still has his human right not to answer the question.
Exactly.
Not to, interact with you.
Because he's not that wrong.
Especially if he's innocent. So, I mean, at what point in time did you have to put your hand around a man's neck?
Just talk.
At what point in time did he have to be on the ground with his baby? And
I really haven't seen the video.
I'll have to send it to you guys in the group. But it was just disturbing. Like, it's how I am. I get passionate about these types of things. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like I've told y'all before, I had a brother that had a situation, police happened to him by being wrongly accused and stuff like that. So I've seen it firsthand and I've dealt with it. But it's just traumatizing that, when you watch that shit, especially after, we celebrating the ass whooping in Montgomery, Alabama. But, we still have to watch this shit. They throw that shit right back. They throw that shit on the news like, hey, but we still got y'all.
Right
still
back.
Got you, nigga.
We still got y'all. Hey, y'all might have won that one, but look at this.
We got you.
Look, check this out. Because that was they had that one in their back pockets.
Yeah, no.
They was like that happened July 20th. This investigation supposed to have been on the news. But they threw it up for us immediately when after while we still had the memes from the Montgomery I was gonna say boycott, but the Montgomery ass whooping up. The Montgomery massacre up. But yeah, I mean the man, even though they found the suspects of the hit and run, they still arrested the man for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest.
And the baby still in his arm.
Why
you got his neck like that?
Then the cops pummeled the man too while the baby was still there, and tased the man then they pepper sprayed the man while the baby was still in the vicinity.
Oh, that's a lawsuit. He finna get paid.
Oh yeah, he finna get broke the fuck off.
He's finna get a hellified a lot of money now.
Why y'all doing this with the baby?
It's a baby right there.
We're watching the video. Coop and I watching the video as Roy is talking about this.
Bro, like punching, bro.
Pump the man and they
in the back of the head.
And they pepper sprayed the man too. It's a little bit of everywhere. So that's just one instance.
That's why black men already scared of cops now.
That's one instance that happened this week. And another story that broke just late yesterday that I was watching was in Lansing. I want to say it's Lansing, Michigan.
Lansing, Michigan.
In Lansing, where the 12-year-old was detained and put in handcuffs
for taking the trash out.
While taking the trash out.
Wait. He was detained. Yeah,
in front of his father.
He was taking the trash out, and they detained him because he fit the description.
You're lying.
Now, 12-year-old. Wait. So not justifying the cops because they still were in the wrong. They still were dead ass wrong.
Yeah.
The suspect and the 12-year-old that they detained, identical.
Splitting image.
Silhouette.
So let me ask you this: the person that they were looking for, he was older.
I don't know.
Oh, they were same age.
I don't know what the age was.
Okay.
But the silhouette identical.
All right.
They were looking for. They were looking for.
It's not understandable, but it's understandable.
They were looking for a black male with a white t-shirt on and neon green shorts.
Of course.
Wow, a regular nigga.
Well,
he just happened to be out. He just so happened to be the one.
Like I said, I'm not defending this, but they did put. Once you see the silhouette on the news, you might be like, okay, there's some discernment there. But this is the thing. I keep on using discernment. I know y'all gonna get on me about this.
That's just like his other word.
Wherewithal. The officer should have had the wherewithal.
Yeah.
To determine, to diffuse the situation, because that's something that they supposed to have training on, correct?
Yep.
Diffusing situations. So you got the 12-year-old taking the trash out. His dad's right there. His dad comes out. Right. Hey, I literally just sent my son out to take trash out. Why is he in handcuffs?
Why is he in handcuffs?
Hey, sir, I'm sorry. Your son fit the description. Okay, I understand. I mean,
it was 2 cops or one, bro.
It was about 8 cops.
For real?
It was about 8.
Multiple cops.
We're talking about 8 cop cars. We're not talking about the amount of police.
Okay.
Was.
Jesus.
That's it. This the thing. This is the thing that kills me. Y'all have this much police force in both situations. Y'all got this much police force for the people who are not the criminals. While the criminals are scot-free, probably getting arrested by 1 or 2 cops.
That's it.
In the Wisconsin situation, you saw 4 or 5 cops around him. While they're pushing away the person that's taping the situation, while the suspects are resting in the bathroom. Somebody and their baby traumatized for life, while the suspects chilling in the bathroom who actually committed.
Yeah, they traumatized that boy, man. They traumatized
the little boy obviously crying because he's dead in the wrong, but he's still being led away from his father, who he just left. Like, imagine like you just leaving your apartment, simply walking to a trash can, you get pulled over by police.
For doing nothing. For doing your chores. Doing your chores. Or your daddy was gonna beat your ass.
And you complying, and they still leading you away from your daddy, even though, hey, I didn't do anything, sir. I'm just taking out the trash.
Just taking out the trash.
In the first video, you can see that the cop had to have seen that the boy was just taking out, that he was just got done taking out the trash.
Yeah.
Like, you literally see it.
The cop could have seen that.
Nigga, you pulling up, he probably had a trash bag in his hand.
And then you see the reaction from the father and the people that's around. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. Let me take these cuffs off this kid.
Nah, they didn't feel.
Let me get him back over to his father, where he feels safe. I'm seeing this kid. You seeing this kid cry. You traumatizing this kid. You doing all this and that, and it still took y'all, a 4 or 5 minute video for y'all to even take the cuffs off the kid and return him to his father. While the kid's still crying. Like I say, it's 8 cop cars around the whole situation, while the real suspect is getting away. It's 8 cop cars.
And this is a neighborhood?
It was an apartment complex.
Oh, it's an apartment. And now everybody in the apartment complex is gonna think he a little boy.
Nah, they can't think that
the because video. They seen exactly what happened.
Everybody seen what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And this is, the father, was, he was pissed off, but you could tell the father understands how police relations are in the United States. So he didn't like charge at them or nothing. Cause like in that Applebee's video, I feel like if I was around, I probably would have had to push one of them cops off that dude.
Especially with that baby in his hand.
Bro. Not like with the baby. Like, bro, you gotta move.
Him. Like I feel like
got his neck in a restraint.
I feel like I would have had to intervene.
Yeah, you got his neck in a restraint while he has his child in his hand. Like number one, you go into father mode. Number one, Jack. Like he got his kid in his hand, and y'all got this nigga in a chokehold, damn near.
But hey, it's
an Applebee's.
It's an election year, so
in Kenosha.
This what they
fuck Kenosha.
This is what they do, man. Them election years. This is what they do.
Fuck the Santas too, bitch ass nigga.
This how they have to show us,
they about business.
That hey.
They still
we not finna do anything different for y'all.
Yeah.
But hey,
we still in charge.
We wanna act like this is gonna be our little leverage.
Yeah.
That okay, well, You know, we went down to Kenosha, or we went down to Lansing, and we talked to the police, and we gave them high fives and thumbs up. Then we went
gave him a warning.
We went to talk to the daddy and being crunk.
Tap the shoulder.
Good job on being a dad or whatever.
Yeah, fuck.
It's gonna be the same run.
And fuck Trump too, bitch ass nigga.
So Trump about to go. Trump about to go to jail.
I hope he go underneath the jail.
He about to go to jail or the White House. This is a confusing. This is a confusing time for
everything.
America.
Everything.
Under the jail?
Is this thing going to jail or he gonna be the president again?
That's the thing.
Right. And that's a possibility of one of the other.
That's even the craziest part that it's a possibility.
It's a possibility he can still get president.
Like he the front runner.
That's even
the
crazy.
Front runner on probation.
That's even crazy.
Right, on probation. No bullshit.
That's even crazy. On probation.
But I'm not gonna hold you. That nigga ain't going to jail, bro.
Nah, Donnie not going, bro. Donnie's one of the top businessmen.
He ain't going to jail, dog.
Man,
I ain't gonna hold you, fam. That nigga's not going to jail, bro.
Fuck Donald Trump going to jail? Fuck no. That nigga has a gold building.
And I'm not gonna hold you again. I want another stimmy. I'm not gonna hold
want another stimmy.
But hey, the boy Joe ain't doing shit.
Joe ain't shit.
John a bitch ass.
I'm not gonna hold you. I want another stimmy.
Hey, Don, I know I just said fuck you, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Look at you, boy. I tell you, it be them folk.
Give me another
bitch ass nigga.
Give me a stimmy, bro.
I'm good.
Give me a
man, we gotta get Joe up out of here.
Sleepy Joe gotta go.
I mean, like I say,
that nigga fall too many times.
I always say, I say this, man.
Time, boy, you a bitch.
I don't disagree with anything that Donald did while he was a president.
Hell no.
He wasn't a horrible president. His followers are the ones that
That's it.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Followers are the worst.
He was the most truthful president we've had, probably.
He was probably the realest. He was
the realest one. We knew as a people that he was racist.
He was bringing jobs.
I can't even say that we knew that he's racist.
Well, not racist, but we knew how his followers acted.
We just like I said,
I knew he had
him.
He has symptoms of racism.
Yeah, there you go.
He lends to his followers. He lends to his followers. It's like wrestling. He's a heel to their eyes.
He has symptoms of racism, but he's not. I wouldn't say he's
not outright racist. Yeah, no.
I don't see Don saying nigger.
I can see him saying my nigga.
I don't see him hitting it with a hardy R.
Yeah, I can hear him saying my nigga.
Hear him with the A for sure.
Yeah. This nigga hung out with Tyson, fam.
Yeah, I can for sure hear him doing that shit. Like
Tyson, I can hear him saying my nigga one time, at least once.
He for sure said it to Tyson.
Not hard ER.
You know what I'm saying?
Not a hardy.
No, he's not gonna say hard ER. No.
I can see him doing that Vince shit, that Vince McMahon shit one time.
My nigga.
My nigga.
That part. That shit.
Hit that bitch one time. That's it.
I honestly think that he just played into his followers.
That's it.
And he know how them people are, and he was just like, hey, them the motherfuckers. Like I tell people all the time,
they support me the most.
I tell people all the time.
That's who gonna give me my money.
Teslas. I be like, hey, Elon played into the people who he knew he played into a particular pocket, just like Donald Trump played into a particular pocket with his supporters. The people who support Tesla and Elon and all, who dig around that whole brand, that's a particular pocket of folks, and Elon knew exactly who he was targeting.
Who is targeting?
Just same shit Don did. Yeah. And Donald Trump said the shit like in the 90s. He said exactly what he was gonna do, and he did.
And he did exactly that. He said that shit on Oprah.
Yeah,
we had a discussion.
Yeah.
We had a discussion before. He said that shit on Oprah.
On a black woman's platform.
I could tell these people anything. I could tell these people anything in the world. Matter of fact, I could probably shoot somebody in the face and they'll still vote for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I could act like a Republican and say everything that they think that they want to hear, right? And they'll vote for me.
And they did.
And they did.
So yeah, that's
nigga told the truth.
That's what I'm saying. I don't believe that nigga's going to jail. He might fuck around and be the president again.
He's gonna.
I might fuck around and vote for him. I'm not voting for Sleepy Joe.
Which would be for DeSantis? Which if those are my options,
he's definitely not.
If those are my options, I will write in Donald J. Trump.
Yeah,
nigga, give me that nigga again. I need a stimmy, Don.
I'm not voting for.
I need the stimmy, Don.
I need the stimmy,
What happened to that nigga? Beto O'Rourke. That nigga just fading off into.
Beto
was my nigga, bro.
Beto's a real nigga, but he just in the wrong state. He couldn't have won Texas.
He can't win Texas.
He can't win Texas. That nigga faded into the darkness.
Because Hot Wheels got that rolling.
Beto was my man, bro.
Beto's a real nigga,
He was finna legalize weed.
Beto's real.
He was finna get But them old white folks, they want that guns. They don't want that shit.
They want their guns.
It's like, oh, y'all, you gonna take the guns? You gonna take the guns away but get legalized weed? No,
fuck that. We need our pistols.
We don't know what these niggas gonna do if they get this weed.
Pistols, bro.
No, we need our guns. No,
I already know.
So I mean, I get it, but nigga.
Like we can't have guns and weed. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Why we can't have both? Actually, that's probably gonna help the problem.
Yeah, that'll probably help a lot. Like with a lot of the shooting,
niggas smoke weed.
Niggas smoke. He gonna be chill out, bro.
Why?
He's gonna really rethink. Why do I have beef with this?
Like, do I need to shoot this nigga?
Like, why? Like, what did he do to me? Did he smack my mama?
I just wish niggas in Texas would think like Colorado.
They won't.
Think about how much money that's coming to that damn thing.
See, the thing about it is Texas got the money. Like Bush's, we got oil, nigga. We had two presidents. Bush's made sure Texas is gonna have some money.
But the crazy thing is we have like the most billionaires. We have in the state of Texas.
We have everything every other state needs.
Yeah. We got the most resources to everything.
Like I tell folks all the time, you got to come to Texas for anything. No matter where you are, you got to come to Texas. No matter where in Texas, you got to come to Texas for something. We could break off if we wanted to, because make money on hand over fist, because niggas need to come to Texas for anything.
Like California can't do that.
Nah.
Alaska way up there, they can't do that. They got oil, they got their own resources, but guess what?
They don't have it like
Texas. They still got to run something through Canada.
Texas T for a reason.
Texas.
It's got to run through Texas.
The reason why people moving out here and they can't stop putting land in. They can't stop putting this land out here, but they can't stop building shit out here because we got all the fucking resources.
We got everything.
Mm-hmm. We can still
build shit. We can accept every fucking thing that America has right now and build pretty much everything and still have enough room for extra shit. Our parks, our neighborhoods, all that shit. Right. Like imagine how much of Texas is still like not developed.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga,
I just saw a farm that was on 400 acres and it's selling for $267 million. Somewhere in West Texas.
Oh, nigga.
Not a farm, a ranch. Excuse me, a ranch. Bro, the largest ranch.
What about all them damn towns that they got in South Texas that's like nothing for sale?
That's nothing.
They got like whole towns you can buy.
If you go West Texas, if you go I-10 to El Paso, it's nothing out there.
There's shit out there.
Just land. That's it. Just big ass land.
I've taken that drive plenty of times. There's nothing out there that hasn't been developed yet.
And you can't say, you can look at a city like Houston, look at Dallas. It's oil out there. We got oil rigs, refineries, and all this shit everywhere. Niggas still living in Houston, going to 6-figure oil jobs downtown 20 minutes away, and still can actually live in Houston. There's not gonna be very many cities in America that you have that many people that can do that.
No bullshit.
And like, cause I see people come down here. Like I was just having a conversation with some one of my trainers from Florida. It was like, man, shit's so high out there versus shit down here. So it's the same. I can get the same price for this out here.
So we got so much of it.
And then on top of that, like I can, if I'm making like my same salary, I can like live perfectly out here.
Perfectly. When we was in Tampa, we went to dinner with Coop's people, and they were telling us the rent is higher than the mortgage out there. Like it's so expensive just to live out there.
Yeah, they say Florida. Yeah, Florida's crazy.
He said that they would have. He said if they sold their house that they bought 6 years ago, they wouldn't have been able to afford another house.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's wow.
And I mean, the thing about it is the new generation of New Yorkers or East Coasters that moved to Florida.
That's exactly what he said. They're buying cash. They're paying cash for homes.
That's what you want to know is crazy. 1/3. So houses are up 20%. 20%. Imagine 20% of $100,000. That's $20,000. So the average starter house right now in America is $240,000. That's your first house. That's a basic house. That's a basic house. That's not the good shit. That's in America. So the average starter house right now is $240,000. So last year the average starter house was $200,000.
That shit crazy,
years before in 2020 the average starter house was $180,000.
It's double.
So in 3 years the same house is now worth $60,000 more. And do you want to know what the market share of buyers are? Cash buyers.
That's it. That's exactly what they said. People coming down from New York paying
Cash
cash for houses.
Because you got to think how much they paying out. How much they paying there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And their whole, all their shit is like completely different. So they can save $200,000
coming
paying for cash
and then work remote. That's what most people do.
Yeah, I mean, our sister works in fucking Washington D.C. She doesn't live there.
Yeah,
but the government still pays for a house for her there if she needs to be there.
Right.
But people are saving money like that and working remote, and those retirements up there because they cost of living, their income is so much better. They can borrow from their pension and turn around, come to the South and buy a house.
Buy a house. Yep.
I just had when I was still selling cars, had a guy sold his house in Los Angeles. He bought 3 houses down here. One house, motherfucker bought a house in River. He bought a house in River Oaks and bought 2 houses to rent. Just to maintain for his income loss. And he was like, shit, I didn't know, moving down here would be, so much cheaper. But he was like, his expenses changed so much he thought he had to do it. Versus he come down here and just with making rent off of 2 houses,
and you chilling.
Like he didn't even have to take his position.
Yeah, he didn't even have to work.
Yeah, he didn't have to work. Well, he didn't work. This
nigga has 2 passive incomes coming in all the time.
He took a year off to his daughter and my daughter were born like a month apart. He took a year off and came back to work in 2022.
That's hard.
That's hard. Just to do paternity.
I believe that's the type of shit I want to do.
Yeah,
I have a child. I want to be financially stable.
Bro, I was back to work
to where I can hey, fuck this. I'm staying off.
I was back to work for a week.
Back there slaving.
Only person I got to take off for, to be completely honest with you, only person I got to take off for was when Sky was born.
Sky, yeah, because you was off for a good little second.
I took the whole maternity.
Yeah.
And that shit, it was good pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that was the only time I got to take off, But shit, it's just, this.
Stop moving down here, number one.
For real. Y'all got it.
Y'all raising our prices up.
Y'all got it.
To get the fuck
out. Y'all are fools.
Because I don't want Atlanta prices for hookah. Y'all know what? It's that weekend again. The Atlanta to Houston weekend. It's that weekend going on right now. I just read that.
Yeah, Atlanta to Houston.
I ain't even know.
I don't know if it's the same thing. Like you remember last year when they had that pool party at the spot up here?
Yeah, at the Grand Tuscan.
I don't know if it's the same. If it's that same party.
Oh, okay.
But it's Atlanta to Houston. And I looked at the comments on it. And it was a lot of people from all over checking in, from California, Phoenix.
Leave.
So we might have some. It might be a big tourist weekend down here right now.
Leave.
But yeah, we got to get y'all the fuck up out of here.
Y'all are causing our traffic to be hell.
Our traffic already here.
I was about to say that shit been here. These niggas trying to fix shit. So
they've been working on 610 at the Galleria for the longest.
18 years.
The motherfuckers coming in.
I'm tired of traffic on the Beltway.
Don't know where they going.
They don't know where the fuck they going.
Don't know where they going. I'm tired of traffic
paper
on
tags
the Beltway.
Shit, get y'all bum ass out the way. Man. God damn. I hate this.
Just leave.
Just leave.
Please
leave.
You'd be surprised when you run into a Houstonian, a nigga from the city. Oh, you from the city?
Yeah.
Niggas be surprised.
Hey, that's actually crazy because niggas do be surprised now.
Niggas be surprised, bro.
Niggas be like, damn, you from Houston?
Like you got an 832, 281.
You got one of our air codes on me? Okay.
I be having to explain people shit so much. Like I was like I said, I was doing some training with some folks from out of town this week, and I was telling them like where to go and how shit was and where they were in Houston and this and that. And they were like, "Damn, like nigga, you need to honestly, you need your own. You need to be a tour guide somewhere."
I'm telling you, bro. If you know the
you
city,
should.
Everybody tells me that because like when I was selling cars, like all my coworkers that wasn't from the city, like I'll tell them places up. Like, damn, that nigga Roy, ask Roy where to go. And then when they talk to somebody that was not from the city, they come tell me like, "What was that place you told me?" I was like, "Yeah, right over here. You go right up there, do that, blah blah blah." All this, I can tell you where to go see, the memes in South Park, shorty, and all that, these people actually exist. Cause like with the whole macaroni Tony thing,
I was gonna say, just speaking of H-Town legends,
with the whole macaroni Tony thing, like we watching the news in the back, and they was like, that's a real person. I was like, yeah,
that's a Houston staple.
H-Town legend.
That's an H-Town legend, boy.
That's a staple in the city.
All right, so for y'all that don't know, this past Sunday,
in the gallery,
Houston legend or Houstonian, I don't know if he's so much of a legend.
He a legend.
He
a legend, bro. We gotta give him this flower.
You gotta give him.
He's like Mr. Caros. He a legend. We gotta give him his flowers.
Wow, he's a character.
He's a character.
A Houston legend character, Macaroni Tony,
73-year-old.
If y'all never seen this guy walking around Houston,
or the guy,
he's
you've seen this nigga once in your life.
He looks like an old pimp.
If you've been to Houston your whole life, you've probably seen this guy and laughed. He dresses like a pimp.
Where's the top hat?
He wears a top hat. He wears a feather. He's not a pimp.
He ain't no damn.
That nigga dropping that P knowledge on you, big.
He has a feather and
a gold tooth.
I think my mic went out. Y'all can hear me? Yeah.
I can hear you. Feather.
But he has a feather.
Can you hear me?
And
I hear you.
He has a feather and he stands around the Galleria.
In the club.
Stands
around the Galleria.
He tickles females with his feather.
Try to get a dance. That's all he wants is a dance. He just want to feel your ass.
Yeah, he just want to touch somebody with the feather. I think the feather. Me personally, I think the feather has chlamydia. But
the feather has chlamydia.
That's just my personal opinion about the feather.
It got chlamydia?
I think the feather got something.
It might have something.
But this is my personal opinion about the feather. But Macaroni Tony, Houston legend. He ended up getting beat up in the Galleria this past weekend. He apparently touched a young lady with his feather. She didn't like it.
She was underage, they say.
She was 18. She's 18.
Bro, she wasn't underage, bro. If you see her, bro.
Yeah, she looked.
If you see her, bro.
She looked older than 18.
She looked at her, and then they said he touched her sister.
Yeah. So she went
supposedly
when told her dad. Her dad,
got his bitch ass choked out.
Got
Macaroni Tony.
Got upset, confronted Macaroni Tony or whatever. They had an altercation where the family jumped on Macaroni Tony.
No, they had an altercation where Macaroni Tony was whooping his ass.
Yeah, they say Macaroni Tony got the best of dad for a second until his daughters never had to jump in. And they bled Macaroni Tony. Macaroni was, he swole up. He was swole up. He was mad. He was.
I said,
He looked like Spence.
Yeah.
He looked like Spence, bro, for real.
Yeah. That nigga was in the passenger seat with the arms folded. That's how I know he was upset.
But most people who run into Macaroni Tony, You know, he with the feather. If you don't feel like being bothered with the feather,
he'll move around.
He might move around.
Yeah. He don't cause no drama.
He's not. Yeah, he don't hurt.
He's not confrontational. I've never heard Macaroni Tony speak until this. Until his Instagram video.
Macaroni don't hurt. No.
Yeah. He's all innocent. He's an innocent man.
He's a character.
That's all he is. He's like South Park Shorty.
Originally, when I saw the video, I was like, I thought it was some out of towners. And I did too. I was like, man, if them out of towners out here doing stuff like this, and
they don't know.
They need to get they need to get that out of here. It wasn't even no out of towners. Like I said,
I feel like they was transplants still. I'm still giving them that.
They young.
They young.
You should know Macaroni Tony.
But still,
the dad might not.
Understandably, me having I always go back to me having a daughter.
Exactly.
If my daughter came and told me, I don't give a fuck who she told me. Who
was it?
It was Macaroni Tony.
We going to stop this nigga.
Hey, Macaroni Tony, let me put your feather down, brother.
We
finna talk. I'm not
his
talking.
outfit was outrageous. Let's talk about that for a second.
The bow tie on the
yellow bow tie with the white beater,
with the yellow G unit,
the mesh yellow.
The yellow G unit with the nipples
on a Sunday. On a Sunday,
the pierced nipples exposed.
The pierced nipples. Hey, I didn't want to say it.
Goddamn, we was gonna leave that alone.
I remember
that was the one we were gonna leave.
I saw Macaroni Tony in the mouth the first time.
That was definitely the one.
2011. I seen him for the first time. He didn't look like how he looks now. He was
old now. Nigga, what the fuck?
No, I'm talking about his clothing wise. He didn't look like how he looked now back in the day.
He didn't evolve.
He done got older.
His macking has evolved.
It has evolved.
I just want to know what he does for work to afford all these outfits. That's it.
Well,
pimping, baby.
Man, y'all thought
I was told.
I do think you're bullshitting, but I'm just saying
that nigga's a real P.
I was told that Macaroni Tony's parents passed away. They left my house.
A lot of shit.
And
because he don't drive, he ride the bus.
He rides the bus. But I was also told back in the late 80s, early 90s, he did have a car.
Okay.
And that he was like he might have been pimping or something like that in the late 80s, early 90s. That he might have been actually a pimp.
So Macaroni was on this and that?
Doing at some point.
Smacking hoes.
He was on this and that?
I don't know. He's a character. So most pimps are characters. So I mean, he might have really been out here. But that's what I was told. I was told by some of my old heads.
But nobody stopped
that knows. Yeah,
that's what I'm upset
about. But you, like I can say, you're not around. You in the gallo. Mm-hmm. So the gallo, especially on a Sunday, that's not gonna be a whole bunch of elders. Not elders, but niggas nobody with discernment.
Niggas that know.
Yeah. So they not finna stop nothing. If you see
what the hell was the laws at Insecurity?
That's what I'm saying.
Like all be in the food court.
Last time I was in the Galleria. Matter of fact, last time I was in the Galleria in my pajamas.
In your pajamas?
In my PJs, bro.
Yeah.
So couple weeks ago we had a hold the buckle. Man, fuck Enterprise. Rent a car.
Hey, that's crazy because my brothers just said the same shit.
Bro, tell me why. So I go rent a car. I went to go rent a car, man.
Yeah.
For Enterprise. I need a large SUV. Send my daughters out to their competition, right? So I go rent the car, reserve the car, I use the wrong code.
Yeah.
The wrong discount code.
Oh, from your job.
Right?
Yeah.
So I go in there, he's like, "Oh, yeah, we called you yesterday. Your discount code was wrong." I was like, "Okay, cool. I mean, I have the email right here.
It has the right code.
Y'all can import it in."
Yeah.
Oh, we're not gonna rent you no car.
Huh?
What?
Nigga, all you gotta do is put the code in.
I was like, my car is reserved, man. Like, I have a trip. I'm about to go somewhere. Oh, we can't rent you no car, brother. Like, it's already
no call.
It's already
number one. When you trying to get, I'm like, don't call me no brother.
Yeah. I'm like, bro. I mean,
that's gonna piss me off even more.
So I'm like, what did I? What went wrong here? Besides y'all trying to call me and saying that my code is wrong. Oh, it's just you know how they is. I'm like, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
to me like a man.
For real. Like, tell me how you would just tell, like, if one of these white dudes was coming here and tell their code was wrong.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck is wrong with me working for a company using my discount that I'm allowed to, and y'all saying it's wrong, and y'all asking me for proof of my employment that I'm presenting you with, asking for my credit card that I'm presenting you with, and you telling me I still can't rent the car. So I had to jump through hoops and all this and that. End up having to get a car from Hertz. Go to Hertz in the Galleria. The car is not there. It's at a whole nother Hertz.
Damn,
so I had to walk.
No, we got a nigga that work at Hertz. You should have let us know.
I got a partner that work at Hertz.
Okay.
Had to walk through it because I didn't know where the Hertz was in the gallery. I didn't know it was in the
hotel,
in the front of the Westin.
Yeah,
I parked in the garage and had to walk through
all the way.
Yeah,
damn.
So like I said, I'm in my pajamas. That was going to I started off going to the Enterprise.
Yeah,
that's at the edge of my neighborhood, and I ended up all the way in the Galleria. Man, that shit pissed me off so much.
I know it did.
But we actually shout out to Hertz though, man. They say the whole day, man. We end up getting a fucking
15 for
the passenger bus and everything. We end up getting the shit that we actually needed.
Yeah,
from Hertz
instead of from Enterprise.
And they ended up being like $200 cheaper.
So Hertz, man.
Shout out to Hertz for that.
Shout out Hertz, man. Hey, man, I used to work at Hertz, man. That's they're my people over there, bro.
They was live for that, man.
Salute Hertz.
They was live for that. But moving on.
Macaroni Tony, get better, brother.
Yeah.
We hope to see you out in the club.
Get well.
Get a new feather.
Clean that fucking feather, Macaroni.
Because I know it got blood on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Clean that fucking feather, Macaroni. Take it and get tested.
Wow.
We're also celebrating 50 years of hip hop. What's wrong?
Shout out to Erykah Badu.
Shout out to Erykah, man.
Badu.
Shout out Badu, man.
We put that Badu pussy on sale again, guys.
Sold out.
Fuck DJ Wackademics.
Put that nigga on the box.
What was wrong with his little bitch ass?
Because she called
that nigga Tom.
In January 17th.
But he looked like he is a rat, and he looked like one.
And you hang with rats?
No, you hang with a rat ass.
You look like a gerbil?
Two of them.
Like what's wrong with you?
Two of them.
Who's the other one?
Takashi.
Takashi and Wonder.
And was it Wonder or was it Lanes?
I mean, Tory
Lanez
really ain't no rat. He ain't no rat. He just got locked the fuck up.
While Roy is speaking about 50 years of hip hop, bro, they had an 8-hour fucking show last night on YouTube. Live in the Bronx, 50 years of hip hop. Mm-hmm. It was 8 hours long.
8 hours? Did you watch all 8 hours?
Hell no.
He did.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
So was it, nigga?
His pussy ass had it on his phone. Don't let
so was it
lie.
So like was it like a concert?
Yeah, it was a concert.
Like in the Bronx
at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, that's crazy.
They had everybody from Run DMC closed it out. They had everybody on there.
That's crazy.
When I tuned in the first time, Cameron was performing. And then the last time when I got back home,
so in a sense it was like an all-day concert or some shit like that.
All evening,
that type of time,
all day New York. See, this is my thing. So,
they had all. It wasn't just New York hip hop artists. It was like a variety.
And this is what I'm about. This is what I'm about to get. Lauren Hill is New York hip hop.
Yeah, I had everybody on there.
This is what I'm about to get at while we on this, because speaking of DJs and people who run the airways.
RP DJ
Screw. But hip hop is. I mean, I want to say hip hop is dead at 50. Like we are not
dead for a minute.
We are in the last hours of hip hop, because these folks, these DJs, like you got your mainstream DJs. I could say what's his boy from Breakfast Club.
DJ
Rashawn. Yeah.
The pool cleaner.
That
Envious. DJ Envious, as Rick Ross calls him.
DJ Linvy. Angela Lee.
Charlamagne. Y'all got some names on y'all.
You got these gatekeeper ass DJs. Got these gatekeeper ass DJs that think New York rap is still what's holding. And then you got them selling out to the record labels. The record label's not buying nothing. They just buying gimmick raps. They're not buying actual hip hop artists. They're not buying the artists that actually can sustain hip hop.
Who actually has lyricists.
They're buying gimmicks.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why you have, and then they're using the face of black women to actually kill hip hop, because they ain't shit about Sexy Red. cool about being. I mean, she's a gimmick artist. She's a gimmick artist.
Hey, bitch, I'm tired of seeing you with money in your hand like that.
Right.
You just tell me you ain't got.
So why
never got no money.
Why is she like the face of hip hop at this point? Why we gotta see Sukihana every night? And I love Sukihana. I love her honesty.
Sexy the red chick look like she stink.
Yeah, I do. I think.
She look like her pH balances off.
Yeah, it definitely looks like that pH balances off.
Definitely off.
Yeah. I don't trust it.
You know,
I don't trust it at all.
And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that all.
I don't trust
women in hip hop is trash right now. But I mean,
Spice is built like Prime Pinky.
Ice Spice is not what that is. Sexy Red is not what that is.
I mean,
Sushiana is not what that is. When it comes to like the rap, when it comes to the rap shit. I mean, you got Lotto, you got Meg. They're actually eating. They're actually killing when it comes to them being lyricists, artists, putting out quality.
What about Coi Leray?
Coi Leray. I was just about to mention her. Like,
Coi Leray, she actually pretty, bro.
The boy. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about their sex appeal. I'm talking about their artistry.
Well,
she's really not a rapper.
She's like remaking. She's a cover artist.
She can make it. She's not a real.
She's a cover artist because she's basically taking old songs, like sample old songs and trying.
That's what people been doing.
So
I mean, it ain't.
But
that's what I'm saying. Gimmick. Saweetie's a gimmick artist. I'd say, like I said,
I mean, it kind of sound right. It kind of sound right because she really don't be having no real motion like that on that shit.
Like on the cool. Like when you look at, and I'm not trying to.
Sweetie still fine.
I'm not trying to. I mean,
come holler at me.
They all fine, bro. They have to be. So
all fine.
for the women to be gimmick artists, they have to, of course, have that sex appeal, right? So once we pass that up, if you look at 90%. And we can honestly take away Nicki, Meg, and Ice Spice. Like Ice Spice had a hit. She didn't have. I mean, she had a hit. She had buzz, but she had to use drill to do that, and she got popping.
She knew she was
but you got Nicki who made through the ranks. You got Meg who came out of a city that is Houston. That doesn't even, treat their artists well. You know what I'm saying? We don't even promote our artists in Houston. As big as this fucking city is, as many ears we have in this city, we don't have a radio station that will launch a Houston artist. Which is crazy. Which is crazy
to me.
Insane.
But besides those three women artists, all the rest of the women artists that are out now have either been viral for some other reason or gimmicky. Sexy Red had her little viral moments back in the day. Bitch, I'm a cow.
Doja
Cat.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
Lotto was on the show, but Lotto like I said, she was on the show, but she's talented. So you can't really take that away from her. Cardi B came from loving hip hop.
But Cardi B low key can. You know what I'm saying? She got something.
But yeah, I'm saying, but without the gimmick, where would they be? I mean, if we just talking about rap getting launched out, what would those records be? What would those artists be?
I think
you got the Cali chick.
I think Lotto would be.
I kind of take her out of that category because she was on a rapping show. Yeah, she was on a competition show about being a rapper. So you can really take her out of that category too, and she's one of the coldest female rappers out there right now. You know what I'm saying? You got the Cali chick. I don't think she's super talented when it comes to being a rapper. Like the chick that sings area codes.
Oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
And then
I still don't know her name.
Then she had the nerve to get on nationally syndicated radio show and say she never heard area codes by Ludacris, and I'm like, so how the fuck you get in the studio? How the fuck was you saying that your stepdad was a producer? You never heard this, and you from Atlanta?
Your stepdad for sure played that for
you. And you never heard this song? You from Atlanta? You never heard that song?
You've heard it.
And
don't know who Ludacris is?
And you remade the song to that beat. And so if y'all don't know where Cali came from, Cali was a meme. So there was a meme from back in the day. I don't know how many years ago. It's Kelly on the beach, and you see her because she's fine as fuck.
I still don't know who the young lady is.
Chocolate little drop.
Nice. So she was a meme a couple years ago, and I think it had something to say like, if you don't, because it's Kelly standing there, and it's like a fat chick behind her, right? And the focus about the meme, I forgot the exact meme, but the focus behind the meme was it was really about the fat chick, but you see it, but the attention, Kelly is the attention.
She's getting all the attention, but it was really about Charlie.
And fast forward some years later, she got a hit record. Why? Because she fine. Why? Like I just like everybody. So when I just started talking about women artists, what did we all just talk about? How fine they were, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like keep it a buck. We all just
that's why they do what they do. That's why the record labels do what they do and get.
So that's what I'm saying. So and then when it comes to men artists, what are men doing now that they weren't like? What are most artists doing now that they weren't doing back in the day?
Being little bitches.
Nah, they writing. A lot of artists getting writing credits. They fuck performing.
They behind the scenes.
Most of the Houston niggas. Man, most of the Houston niggas that's getting money right now in the industry are writers.
Facts.
And you want to know who they
always been the play though.
And you want to know who they writing for? Who's about to take over hip hop?
The women artists?
Nah, it's not just the women artists.
What, Latina?
It's finna be the young white boys. It's finna be it's already, the test mark is already there. The groundwork is already there. That shit. Justin Bieber can come out of a song with a rap song right now, or
no doubt,
like all his songs right now have been like really those crossover pop rap songs.
Justin Bieber.
That's what everything is right now. Those crossover pop songs. If you take a blackface off of that, just like they did back in the 5 Heartbeats days, you take a blackface off of that and put Justin Bieber. Or what's the other white boy name? What's the white boy that was in White Man Can't Jump? Jack Harlow. You start making all those Jack Harlow songs. You take cause Jack Harlow ain't do shit but take what's the dude? He ain't do shit but take Justin Derulo. What's his name? Derulo? Jason Derulo. He ain't do shit but take all his records and re-rap them. So. I mean, what status are we in? So if they slip one of them in every year, and they become the hit, because you gotta look at K-pop.
We'll stop though. I feel like black people will stop at that point. Black people will stop. Then that should be.
But guess what?
Different.
That's not who buying the tickets, man.
You're right.
Go look at Travis Scott over there selling out.
Fucking Rome.
Rome, my boy.
60K.
Rome. That shit looked wild.
So if you take the blackface away from shit like that and put it on a little white boy's face, with the same music, the music gonna be the same. And like I say, they already got the mainstream DJs to write off. Who to
write off the artists, what to do, who to
interview, who to play. The record labels already got the mainstream DJs in their pockets. It's not the 90s no more. You can't go up to the fucking the damn radio station with your record and they play it. They can't play shit. The DJs can't play shit. The DJs that are in the studios at these radio stations are not playing shit. It's a top 40 playlist that you can download on any Spotify.
That's why you hear the same song
over and over.
And if you're trying to get a DJ or one of these these DJs to play your music, they want to charge you like $300-$400
astronomical numbers,
ridiculous ass numbers to listen to put you on the radio.
But one time, it's not
one spin.
Ain't like they can spin you a million times.
Yeah, just one spin, and that's
so
it.
like a DJ ain't like, man. Go look at it. When the last time a DJ has launched somebody's career?
Nobody.
Drama.
Other than Drama.
Ago.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Long drama ago. That's
most of them artists was already big, since big already.
In the streets. Like you got like a lot of these folks gotta get their name from the streets, gotta get their name from Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, shit like that, and then they can get on if they kiss the right ass at a record label.
Yeah, if they accept it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that part.
So it's not like these people. It ain't like these people making bad music. It's just about who ass they kissing.
Yeah.
Because shit, I mean, we all listen to artists like Larry June. When the last time you heard Smoothies in '91 on
the radio station? Nope.
Never.
You don't hear people like
you don't hear Larry on the radio.
You don't
ever.
hear
you don't
hear
Spitter
or
ever.
Dom Kennedy. You don't hear nothing like
Trey
that.
the Truth got a whole day out here.
And still is banned from the radio.
And still ain't played on the radio. He slapped Mike Jones, who ain't had a hit in 20 years. Still banned from the radio. So why? So like you got like I was getting that DJ Envy the other day. You know what I'm saying? Just like you had brought up the 8 hours in the Bronx. All them artists, all they want to talk about, all those mainstream radio stations is either in LA or in New York. All they want to talk about is New York artists. All they fucking want to talk about, like we just like Pimp C wife just said when it came to the 50 years of hip hop being represented at the BET Awards, they bring out all these New York artists, and they don't like Fat Joe shouldn't be at every fucking hip hop awards. He ain't had a fucking Fat Joe's had 4 hits.
Lean that.
Fat Joe's had 4 hits in his whole career. He don't need to be at every show. DJ Dougie Fresh don't need to be represented at every show. Run DMC don't need to be represented at every show. And I was listening to Breakfast Club the other morning when Willie D was on there, and they brought it up. They brought up representation, and he was just like, and DJ Envy rambled off all these people. He was like, "Oh, Salt and Pepper, Run DMC, and Grandmaster Flash, and this and that." Bruh, ain't nobody forgot about them people, man.
Nobody forgot.
You know who they did forget about? They forgot about UGK. Outkast.
Fucking 8-Ball MJG.
8-Ball MJG.
Like, I don't know.
They forgot about the Ghetto Boys.
Fucking Scarface. Fucking Key. Fucking...
Pow Wow going viral right now because he responded to somebody who didn't know who the fuck he was.
And this nigga been eating for decades.
Saw Paul Wall 2 weeks ago, and the nigga was still home.
Yeah,
seen him in live in person.
He on the Mexican OT song.
Hey, shout out Mexican OT.
Going home.
Hey, yeah.
And like niggas like, damn, Paul Wall still sliding on verses. Yes, he ain't never
slide.
You know how to rap. Nigga ain't never fell off.
If you know how to rap, you know how to rap.
Right. But you talking about you want to get on the radio and talk about all these New York artists that's done had TV shows and they own every damn BET awards. They ate every red carpet for the last 20, 30 years. Man, they done had their run, man.
You know
shit, I mean, y'all ain't got no restaurant, nothing y'all can retire in. Y'all ain't bought y'all house in Atlanta. Y'all ain't ready for love and hip hop or something.
Love and hip hop. That's where you go when you broke.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If they still on tour, that mean they still eat. They still eating. Houston artists. Name a broke Houston artist. When the last time you seen a broke Houston artist? And tell me when the last time they had a fucking hit. Some thug just posted he bought a Lamborghini
the other day.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I'm gonna be a thou with you. I've been trying to figure out what the fuck Slim Thug been doing.
He got a community.
Longest.
He got a construction company.
Yeah, you know, Slim, you ain't never been in front of Mern's Meat Market.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the new houses right there. That's some thug shit.
Oh, so he on that real estate shit.
Yeah, he got a construction company.
Buying land.
I didn't know he had a construction company.
Houses.
I've been saying get a construction company, bro, because you'll never go broke.
Buying land, building houses up on shit. He got houses over in my dad's neighborhood too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Moving, never go
broke. Niggas never.
Construction company, you'll never go broke.
Niggas never going broke.
That's generational wealth.
Yep.
If you can really build one for real from ground up, that's generational wealth.
Shit, Lil Troy been hustling since wanna be a baller. That nigga drive. Lil Troy drive trucks. Got it. Owner operator got 3 trucks outside on the road. Big ass house out in Needville.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying. Name a broke Houston artist. Find one.
I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell.
I don't know what Mike Jones doing.
I was gonna say Mike. That was the only one
I don't know what Mike Jones might be doing.
What Flip doing?
Flip.
I'm asking. I'm asking.
Rock still making money.
Flip still out there.
For sure.
Still driving. Still in the road.
Still.
Okay.
Still. I think he part owner of or some kind of owner of Exotic Pop, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that.
That's bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
I do remember.
I still waiting on that store in Alameda to open up. You know what I'm saying? But this motherfucker been trying to open up.
Store in Alameda.
Yeah, Exotic Pop.
Exotic Pop.
Yeah.
They supposed to been opening up a store over there on Alameda.
They warehouse is right there. On Alameda, right behind the subway.
It's supposed to be not behind the subway. It's like right there.
I know what you're talking about. They
Turkey Leg Hut right
they're
there.
supposed to open the store.
Oh yeah,
It's supposed to be an actual store. You know what I'm saying? But,
I know that warehouse is right there behind Subway.
Yeah. You're right. You are right though.
But I mean, like I said, they ramble off all these New York artists. They gaslight. I mean, not gaslight, but they pump them up all the time. They'll never talk about what's going on. You know, artists from the South, West Coast artists don't never get no love. You know, they just made this whole thing 50 fucking artists from New York. I mean, like, damn, like how much dick? Like how much dick? Like New York. Honestly, bro, New York has not put on for hip hop in the last 20 years like Atlanta has, bro.
Nah. Oh, shit,
I mean, keep it a whole fucking stack, bro. Atlanta, the South in general has been because Memphis is on a tough run right now.
Yeah, they've been putting on the South. Been putting on harder shit.
The South been putting out the best music in hip hop for the last 20 plus years.
That's a fact.
The last 20 plus years.
New York even started.
So why?
Atlanta sound
wrong?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like drill rap is from crunk. Is there a duration of crunk? Not a duration, but drill rap is from crunk. It's from crunk, and it's Chicago shit, and New York stole that. So they don't even have their own sound no more. For them to be gas.
The only sound they got hip hop, the hippie.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the only sound y'all niggas got.
The original sound.
And we love that, we respect that. But Texas, Louisiana, we talking about that man.
Hold up.
You know what I'm talking about?
One time.
We got our own culture out here.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't calling nobody son, B.
I ain't no sons and no B's.
What's up, B?
And then they got all these fucking lists of all these top artists and this and that. I'm gonna keep it a whole book.
You know what I'm saying?
Biggie is not in my top 10 of hip hop.
He's not.
I mean, he never really.
He only dropped 2 albums.
Yeah,
he's not.
That was literally finna be the first thing I
If he's supposed to be there because he passed away and he dropped 2 dope albums, then no.
My bad,
but he's not.
Hove cleared that nigga.
He's not. Definitely cleared.
Hove cleared that nigga after his first 2 albums.
Big is not in my top 10.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I respect Biggie, but I can't.
You can put him on. You can put him up there. I mean, lyrically, but I mean,
he only gave us 2 albums.
He only gave us 2 albums. It wasn't like, and all his verses are just remixed or versions of shit that he had that already got put out. Like anything that's new. Yep. Pac gave us way more than Big did. He contributed way more to the culture than Big did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's no way you can be like, it's a Big then Pac debate. Big is down there now.
Coochie sweaters and shit like that.
Yeah, Big
is already doing
Big is at this point. B.I.G. is down there. So I mean, I'm sorry, New Yorkers. Y'all can have it. B.I.G. is not up there.
It's not there, nigga.
Fat Joe, Big Pun is not up there. Them niggas did not contribute to hip hop like y'all think they did. They did not contribute to hip hop like
just the fact that New York feel like they the epicenter or the mecca of fucking hip hop.
Because they the creators.
It started, you know what I'm saying, up there and shit. It started there. But I mean,
that's it.
But
we appreciate
it. The game has evolved, man.
Thanks, Sedgwick. Thanks, Sedgwick. Thanks, Furious 5, Grandmaster Flash.
Right.
We appreciate y'all.
We appreciate y'all.
And
guess what? And guess what? They still making money.
They still making money.
They still getting bread off that shit. So, and I mean, maybe a quarter. We have to respect them.
That's it.
But y'all are not y'all not holding it down like y'all think y'all are.
Y'all
bro.
not holding the fort down.
Like this is no longer New York hip hop.
That's it.
So I'm tired. I'm honestly tired of fucking hearing about New York hip hop. I feel like shit.
Talk about it.
Shit. Big X the Plug is better than fucking B.I.G.
Hey, let's talk that shit. Yeah. Shout out my nigga Big X though.
Shout out to Mexican OT.
Mexican OT. Shout out my nigga D baby.
Shout out to all the new artists out there.
Hey, I seen him live in concert, buddy. Mexican OT. I saw when I went 2 weeks ago. Buddy, get a nice show.
That's a better. Anything we got? Anything else, guys? Because I know we like overtime.
Free Tory Lanez.
Keep Tory Lanez,
Keep
man.
Tory
Keep that
Lanez,
bullshit over there, bro.
Free that nigga.
Keep that big head ass nigga.
Keep that nigga where he is,
oblong
bro.
shaped ass head ass.
What kind of bullshit you on? Y'all alright, bro?
Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Daddy too.
That nigga's not
bald nigga with a fucking
y'all man.
Bald nigga with a part.
The nigga in jail.
Fuck that nigga.
I'm free, y'all man.
I'm free.
Y'all man.
Hey, my nigga bought a free Tory tee the other day.
I'm good, G.
I will.
That nigga need a refund.
I hope it's a tank top.
That nigga need a refund.
I hope it's
a crop top.
You're good, boy.
Y'all niggas keep defending that pussy ass nigga. Y'all go right. Y'all go get a pen. Be that nigga pen pal.
I ain't gonna be no nigga pimp.
Be that nigga pen.
Y'all
Y'all defending that nigga.
Might as well.
Y'all love that nigga for shooting.
Might as well.
Loving it.
Might as well.
Y'all love that nigga
shoot that guy.
All right, fam. Look, we not finna go down that road again.
That nigga
You already
shoot
know what
that
time
guy.
it is, man. Thank
Get
y'all
better,
for joining the
Bronny
Durag
James.
report.
Bronny James.
Get back, hey man. Speedy
better.
recovery to Bronny James, man. Even though you back at home, I'm saying speedy recovery back to you. Hopefully, you get back on the court.
For sure.
Thank y'all for joining the Durag report. I don't know what episode this is, but I'm gonna figure it out after the fact. I know it's after 100, but y'all already know my name, man. It's the Beige, Bomber, the Petty Messiah, your boy Deuce Daddy, Corey Jared in the building.
You already know what it is, man. It's the twins daddy. Big Jerm, Spooky Black, 6-time champ,
Not Big
Pick
Jerm.
Poppy. The marathon
Big
continues.
Jerm.
Hey Roy, it's our time. Back to school. We back. We back.
I done already been back.
I know you have.
Yeah, nigga,
I got another 2 weeks and I'm back.
Nah, that shit is trash.
Hey, the only thing I hate is getting up early and making lunch.
Nah,
That's it.
that line, man.
That carpool
That
line.
car rider line.
God,
man.
Corey, your time is coming. Your time is coming. Good
car
boy.
I got a high schooler. He's this is senior year, so I'm not tripping. I'm almost done. Well, for part one. I'm almost done for now.
Yeah, Deuce coming right now.
He ain't got the bad part of the carpool line. He can like show ass somebody here, man.
Walk your ass. Walk your ass. Drop you off at the corner. Walk
your ass on.
We got to the front door. We got to drop them off at the front door.
Front door.
Make sure they get to the front door.
Then they want to talk to you right when you pull up.
Dog,
They want to have that conversation.
like, bro, y'all had this whole time in line, fam.
Oh, you know what, Dad? Can you sign this for me? Real quick?
Nigga.
And I don't have a pen.
Hey, say, bro.
And shout out to the.
Don't treat my niece.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. You don't got no kids. Shut
I'll beat
up.
your bitch ass up. Don't treat my nieces like that, bro. I'll fight you over
It be the
there.
niggas that don't have kids that be telling you.
Shout out to Coop, man. He went hard for his
Hey, I ain't treat my nieces like that, bro.
Shut the hell up. Nigga ain't got no
I'll
kids.
fight you behind
You
them.
ain't doing shit.
That's a real unk right there.
That's a real one.
That's a real unk right there.
I'm a go there.
Man. Man, one time for your neighborhood Hottboy, man. Put 2 T's on my shit. Put T's on that. Man, I know I'm coming to talk my shit with y'all, man. Man.
Yeah.
2 times.
2 RP my A-Fay, man. RP my
RP, you know what I'm
Gucci
talking about?
man, LaFur.
original man.
Original
Man.
You know
And also, man, we also got to have a special outro for the man of the hour. The man with the power, too sweet to be sour. The owner of this show.
The owner.
The only
The
reason
man. The only reason why we're here. The only reason why we got lights in this bitch. It's Coop.
Wow.
Inconspicuous Coop in the building. And he wants to graciously thank us for having him on the show. But we want to graciously thank him.
It's the Coop Show.
We want to graciously thank him for sponsoring us.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
making sure the episode is taken care of, making sure we doing our goddamn job,
Making sure we're here.
and making sure we're here in the building, making sure we bringing this content to you lovely people that's watching us at home, man. Thank you, Coop. We appreciate you, dog, for letting us come to your show, dog.
Hey, listen.
Thank you for giving. Thank you for. We appreciate you, dog, because you could not be doing this, bro. You let us call it the Durag Report. Thank you, dog.
Because it's y'all show.
You right,
y'all
dog.
just graciously let me upon y'all show.
You got
to
it, dog.
share my views and my thoughts about certain things, man, and I appreciate it.
The humble man that he is, dog. Y'all already know what time it is,
man.
man.
Mr. Cooper, man, 333, man. You know what we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Thank y'all for joining.
Hold on, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, my little nigga got something to say.
My little nigga got something to say.
My little twin, twin in them. You know what I'm talking about? Twin in them got to sign out. You heard
my twin.
Man, I got to sign out. All right, man. Yo, get in the camera. Get in the camera, bro. Look at the camera. There you go.
Yeah, you know, we out this weekend.
Yeah, you already know what time it is. Thank y'all for joining the Durag Report, episode 100 and something. And we out this bitch.
something. Hey, I heard Jeremy be licking booty.
And we gonna name the episode. Whoa! Yo, hey, we gonna name the episode 108. We gonna name this episode "Symptoms of Racism," but that shit was wild. Cool.
Wow.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Hey, yo, hey, we out.
We are gone, dog. Niggas be lying on
Stop
niggas
this shit. We out.
Stop the count. Stop the count now. Jesus, nigga.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
What the fuck?
That nigga said, "Hey, I heard you eat booty hole." What?
Whoa.
Hey, yo.
Cuz,
Cheeks.
what? What are you on?